up and sit down.
You said you would show the video. Christine, please get out of my chair. I promise I'll show the video. You promise you'll show the video of me from my modeling days? Yes, just get out of my chair. Only if you pinky swear. If you pinky swear, you'll show my video of my modeling days and swear on your mother's life, too. Then I'll get out of your chair and you can start your silly little show. It is not a silly little show now. Get the hell out of my chair. Fine. You don't have to be so rude. You're so mean in the morning when you haven't had your coffee. Excuse me, you're the one that's supposed to be making my coffee. Now go make my damn coffee and get it to me. I need my coffee first thing in the morning. Hello, everybody. Oh, the petty squabbles that happen inside the office. I'm sorry about that. You shouldn't have had to hurt it, but I pinky sweared that I would show her modeling video, so bear with me, guys. She uploaded her modeling video. Here's Christine when she was a model. That's right, I hired an ex-model. So here's her video. Bear with me. I'll be right back. Oh, are you happy? I showed your modeling video. I hope you're happy now. Jeez, the things I do for the people I work with. It's amazing. So there you go. Christine's modeling video. Back before I hired her, she was a model. Now she works for me, filing papers, organizing my big comic book collection. That's right. I make her alphabetize and put comic books in numerical order as well. Somebody has to do it. These hands were made for drawing. I can't get paper cuts. All right, everybody. Hello, North Free, Pop Culture Avenger, Hyper Kaiju, Ronald Shaw. Okay, I have not missed anyone. Everybody in the house. Ronald is correct. Sean Connery would not put up with that. But in this day and age, if I give her a little slap, I'd probably get a sexual assault suit against me. So I just give her a little tap on the bum, if you know what I mean, and do that. I hope everybody's doing well. It is Friday. I like to say it's Good Friday because you're here with me, but that has all sorts of other connotations. So I like to say it's Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm wearing a shirt that I did. Shazam! I did this a few years back, and I would wear it around conventions because on the back of the shirt, I was advertising. So if somebody was like, that's a great shirt, I'd go, well, check out the back as I walk away and go to my website. So a little marketing there. What else do I want to show? Oh, besides, of course, get it in the beginning and end. It is a great Friday, Hyper Kaiju. First man, first man. Now, I know all you guys in the chat have already bought it, but this is for the people watching the replay. And if you are new and you're not chatting with me, that's cool. Just hit the like and subscribe button. Subscriptions are free, painless, and your day will always start with a smile with Mornings with Andy. So you can get The First Man graphic novel, 64 pages, fun-filled, cosmic, superhero action. The program book that has guest artists galore drawing First Man and some behind-the-scenes stuff of layouts and breakdowns and character designs, things like that. 40 pages, baby. 64 for the graphic novel, square bound. Pop Culture Avenger would like to know, is Christine on OnlyFans? I don't know. I'm a little scared to check, to be honest with you, because, you know, sometimes she comes to work. Like today, I really am glad she didn't turn around, because the shirt she has on today is very low cut, and it's really not work appropriate. I don't need to see the boobages like that here. So I actually told her on her lunch break she needs to go and cover up a little bit more. Just saying, I run a respectable business. Another little book you guys might not have seen. Ooh, whoop, there we go. Black Book, The Art of Andy Smith. That's right. Black Book is a series of art books from Ominous Press that we put out. It's 112 pages. Look at the table of contents. You've got First Man, my comic book art, commercial art, children's books, commissions, personal art, sketch covers, character designs. This bad boy is 20 bucks as well. It actually retails for $24.95, but for my fans, it's 20. And I did mention yesterday the Aquaman stuff I did for children's books. So you know what? Let me show you guys. I think that's it. I think some of that's in here. Oh, here you go. Here's the cover. Here's a couple covers. The chapter in this book on children's books isn't that thick because I didn't want to give away too much. But there's the Aquaman Justice League cover. Yes, there's a lot of dead space at the top. That was all taken up with logos, so that's why. There's a Superman Batman cover for a Superman Batman children's book I did. So these are still available on Amazon. They're only at like $3 or $4, and I did all the interior art. So there you go with that. This bad boy can be had by me as well for 20 bucks, 112 pages, nice 8.5 by 11 hardcover. So there's that. But I know why you guys are here. You are here to see me dance. You're not here to see me dance. You're here to experience Justice League Retro. Da-na-na-na. Are you done with me singing yet? I'm done with me singing. Let me pull up the cover that I did for the book first and foremost. So give me a second here as I open this file for you guys. I was about to start off with the inks, and then I realized, hey, I got to start with the cover as per usual. So here we go. So this is the cover I did. North Free says, I'm going to have to get this book, Andy. Have you already shipped Demigod? I shipped it yesterday. I'm so sorry. I shipped it yesterday. You know me, I get right on shipping. Email me, North Free. Shoot me an email. Let's see. Shoot me an email, and we'll go from there, because I know how much shipping is. So maybe I can see if I've got anything else laying around that I could throw in or something. So just shoot me an email, buddy. Ronald says, I want the art book. You shoot me an email, and we'll take care of it. What is that big ass book behind you on the floor to your right? Let me full screen myself here so I can see. Right here. This big book right here. Well, I mean, I'll show you. Excuse me as I go get it. This is Oh, 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 geez, it's so heavy. It is Stan Lee, Because You Demanded It, Marvel Treasury Edition. Look how big it is. It's huge. Words I'm not used to hearing. It is slip-cased. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. Look at that thickness. Hold on. I'm going to get some reps in real quick. Got to work on my shoulders. It reprints some of Stan's great work, all the way from Captain America #3 in 1941, his first work. And then it goes up to Marvel 75th anniversary celebration. This book is huge. Oh my God, it is so big. It's girthy. So you can see how big it is. It is freaking huge. So it just reprints like the best of Stan Lee stuff that they chose. So that's what that is. I'm going to put it down before I hurt myself. Whoa, that's heavy. Whew. Okay, back to Justice League. So Justice League Retro, you're going, what the hell is Justice League Retro? I've never heard of this. This came out back, I'm looking at the cover, 2011. I always sign my name with the year, so I know when I did it. So these are my breakdowns. Breakdowns, for those that don't know, are not full pencils. Full pencils, got to have Hyper Caju, got to have Christine fetch those Omnis for you. Dude, you saw that video. Good morning, JP Roca. Dude, you saw the video of her modeling days. Saw those stick-ass little skinny arms. She can't lift that book up. So breakdowns are pencils without the shadows and without the rendering. That is all up to the inker to do. I just draw in the characters nice and clean so you can see everything. It's called Retro because this book took place during the Justice League of the 1970s and told a tale from the 70s. I got to work with Carrie Bates, who was a writer from Justice League back then, so that was a treat. On the inside, I did all the inking myself. However, on the cover, I'm really glad I got to do this job, but I thought it was also weird. Gold Gauntlet Comics, hello. I also thought it was weird because I was a kid in the 70s and they tried to hire art teams because all these books from people that worked on them in that time period. So like, Justice League in the 80s, Justice League in the 90s, they were able to hire artists from around then. But maybe because of my classic style, they thought I'd be perfect. I don't know. I'm glad I got to do it. Look at this fantastic Justice League lineup I got to draw. So, long story short, Ernie Chan, otherwise known as Ernie Chua, I suggested do the inking on it because he did a lot of work for DC in the 70s. Now, I knew, at this stage of the game, Ernie probably lost a step or two with his inking. So, but I didn't care because I was going to get an original piece of artwork inked by Ernie. So let's show that. Here's the printed cover. Ernie did Ernie. Is it a fantastic ink job? No, but it's Ernie, and that's what I wanted. I wanted Ernie because he was a guy from the 70s and stuff, and I was going to get a nice original. However, the story doesn't end there. I did not get a nice original. Ernie Chan bent me over and screwed me. And I actually talked about this on the Professionals last night. And I'm sorry, Ernie Chan passed away 4 or 5 years ago. But what he did was not cool. I should have gotten this cover back. The way the art returns works in this business is a 2/3, 1/3 split or 50-50. 2/3, 1/3 is if I do full pencils, then I get 2/3 of the work and the inker gets 1/3. So if there's 3 pages, I get 2, he gets 1. If it's a 50-50 split, it's because the penciler did breakdowns and the inker did finishes. So they consider him doing 50% of the work. So if there's 2 pieces of art, I get 1, he gets 1. However, if there's 1 piece of art, I get it. That's just the way it goes. Well, I did not get this back. So I emailed Ernie and said, Ernie, DC Comics told me they accidentally sent you the cover back when it should have been mine. Could you please send it to me? Well, lo and behold, Ernie wrote me back and said he already sold it, but he would be willing to do a recreation for me of my cover for the small fee of $500. So the dude wanted to charge me 500 bones to recreate something of mine he should never have got back in the first place, and he turned around and sold. So I wrote him back and I said, no, dude, that's not cool. Why should I pay for something that you effed up and sold? That is ridiculous. So he wrote me back and said, well, how about I give you half of the money I sold it for? Well, I mean, half is better than none. I'd rather have the original. So, you know, if he wasn't being kind of a dick about it, I would have wrote him back and said, how about you just do me the recreation on the house and we'll call it even. But forget it at that point. I was way too pissed off. So I figured, you know what? I'll take half the money. So he sent me half the money of what he sold it for. He should have just done the recreation for free, and then he wouldn't have ended up giving me half the money. Gold Gauntlets Comics says, what? Not cool? Exactly. You can taste the bitterness from Andy still. You can. There are two covers that I wanted back. This one for nostalgia purposes, because I grew up reading Conan comics that Ernie inked, and there's a cover from the first that I drew for CrossGen that somehow mysteriously disappeared, which is really effed up considering we all worked in the same damn building. The art never left the building. So how did my cover disappear? So that's pretty effed up for that one as well. That's a whole nother story for another time. So anyhow, this is the cover. I thought I had a black and white scan of the inks. I guess I don't. Let's see what else we got here. This was a initial cover sketch that I did. Since it was from the 70s, I definitely wanted to do a cover with the heads floating down the side. This is Adam Strange lying on the table, so you don't know what happened to him. This is the one they ended up going with, of course, where Adam Strange and Rue, I can't remember the villain's name. Shocking! If I had to take a drink for every time I couldn't remember somebody's name in a book I drew, I would be shit-faced. Here's another cover sketch where he's laid out in the foreground, and the Justice Leaguers are like, what the hell? I like covers like this. I like the action cover. Disappeared into somebody's eBay auction. No, I've searched. Like, I keep my eye out on eBay with a search with my name. I've looked through all of Comic Art Fans, that website. If you don't know, there's a website called Comic Art Fans that comic art fans and collectors post their art. I have a gallery. Anyhow, I've looked there. I've never seen the cover, so I don't know where it is, but I'm pissed because it was one of my favorite covers I did on the first. Anyhow, I like the fighting cover that was printed because it's action, but it kind of gives away the ghost of like who the villain is. Whereas covers like this, you're like, oh shit, what happened to Adam Strange? Oh, these are so like I said, the book was split in two. I drew all the superhero stuff. I think Ron Randall was the artist on the non-superhero stuff. Look, Mornings with Andy. And a picture of Adam Strange statue that I was using for reference for his costume. Anyhow, let's get to the inks of the job. What issue of the first did you draw, Andy? I love that series. Bart Sears was great on it. Well, as you know, Bart started the series penciling it. I started inking the series over Bart. We did 13, 14 issues together. I started with issue 25. And I did 25 up until 33, and there were, I believe, 2 fill-in issues in there. So that is what I did. JP Roca says, found this issue on DC Infinite. I'm going to read it on lunch today. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Anyhow, so here's page 1 of my part of the story. Little Justice League satellite, the classic satellite floating over Earth, cutting side. Everybody's just chilling. Hawkman's not, though. Hawkman doesn't chill. He does his job, and he's like, I'm on monitor duty. John Beatty, art in the house. What is up, Big John? John Beatty and I shared a studio together back in the early 90s in Orlando, Florida, called The Asylum. So crazy shit went on there. John is an inker extraordinaire. My first comic book I ever bought was penciled by Mike Zeck, inked by John Beatty. I bought it in 1982 or 83. Captain America 275. If you told little Andy back then that less than 10 years later he'd be sharing a studio with John Beatty, going to lunch with him, drinking beer and all that fun stuff, I would have been like, get out of here. But it did happen. Dreams can come true. Dream, 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 dream. Monday night, John Beatty is going to be on the Dennis and Andy show. The show I do with my buddy Dennis, the big comic book collector and appraiser. John's going to be on with us Monday night as our special guest at 7 p.m. So there you go. Getting back to this, and John inked me on my first big job for DC, Green Lantern Annual #1, 56 pages of fun. So getting back to this, that I inked myself, they're doing monitor duty. So you got different planes back here of the room in where they're doing their duty. Hawkman's the only one working, of course. The other one bums are just kind of hanging around the table. Wonder Woman's doing some work. Zatanna, before she was rocking fishnets, what's he say? Was Andy this much of a hand back then, John Beatty? Oh, John might tell you, Hawkman does not party. John and I got into some wild adventures back then. In fact, we would go to, oh my God, it wasn't Godfather's. Was it Godfather's Pizza? We went to some pizza joint where it was, I think it was all you can eat. And there was a nice looking waitress there that John got me to talk to. And I got turned down. So, yeah, I was not a stud back then. Yes, at North 3, but his wife keeps him tame. She keeps me tame now, but John, back in the studio days, that was when I was flying solo. God, Paul, yes, it was. Yes, it was. And remember, I don't remember the name of the restaurant in the complex. We had our studio, but we could walk to it. And there's a cute waitress there that you pressured me into talking to as well. John, those were the days. Pitchers of beer and pizza made for naps after. That's right. We go back to the studio and nap it out. But we weren't curled up together. So I don't know what you guys are thinking on the chat. Anyhow, this was in Castleberry, Florida, to be exact. So monitor duty. Zatanna comes up. She's like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm getting some type of beam. Zeta beam. The Zeta beam's coming in, and you got Kanjaro, I think that's his name. Whoa! Kanjaro and Adam Strange duking it out. I love pizza buffets. I'm actually a big fan of CiCi's Pizza, the all-you-can-eat buffet here in town, but nobody will go with me. The bums that I know here, they won't go with me. And it's probably good because I had a pizza eating contest with another guy, professional Rob Hunter, back at CrossGen. I think we pounded down around 20 slices of pizza that day. Anyhow, they're shooting down over the table, and these guys are just like, whoa, what the hell? What the hell's going on? And they're lit up, obviously, from that big light source. And then kapow, zing, to Earth they go. And they're like, what's going on? Did they just blast out of here to Earth? I don't know where they're at. Zoom in here so you can see it. Hawkman's reaching out, get some good perspective going on there. Wonder Woman's like, man, chicka wow wow. What's up, Hawkman? Kind of like the reflections I did on the windows. I was going for a Joe Kubert-esque type of wings on Hawkman with the big, fat, thick uh, 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 wing brush. We're just laying it down. So he's kind of looking at the console here, going, all right, let's figure out where they went. And then from Adam Strange's adopted homeworld, because Adam Strange is from Earth. I can't remember the name of the world Adam Strange lives on. Trivia question: get that bro prize if you know the name of the planet Adam Strange goes to, and the woman and the scientist here, because I don't remember the name, but they're talking to Wonder Woman. Get another shot. You cannot go a day without the bow chicka wow wow. We get another shot here. Hawkman decides to chime in. So just trying to play with camera angles. Once again, comics, storytelling. Move the camera around. Tell the story as dramatic as you can. This is shots you don't see as much anymore, where you cut to the outside and the balloons just come from inside. So you just kind of reestablish where everybody's at on the page. Cut back inside. My favorite character at DC, Green Lantern. When I saw that he showed up to talk with Wonder Woman and this chick, I was like, oh yeah, Green Lantern's going to be big in the foreground, showing off, get some nice 3-point perspective going on there. Alpha Centurion, I don't know, it's Ron, JP Roca trying to get that bro prize, but oh nope, he corrected himself. Ron. It is Ron. So you get the bro prize. What's the bro prize? Thank you very much. Actually, this is the bro prize just for you. Yeah, those guys can't believe I just played that clip of the crowd cheering for JP, but I did. I love Alex Ross's Kingdom Come Green Lantern, so do I. I literally have no idea what that means, Hyper Kaiju. I would love to know, though, so fill me in, brother. Hopefully it's not something dirty, and you can tell me on the show. All right, let's bounce back. Hitting to another down shot. The Flash, look at him. Wiki, wiki, woo, woo. He would be a master mixer. Sir Mix-a-Lot there, the way he can button around like that. I was inking this job, by the way, with a brush pen. I think it's not the Pentel. Anyhow, it was a brush pen, but it didn't have individual hair. It had a fiber tip, but it was really flexible. But the only thing I hated about it was it took the ink forever to dry. So I'm not kidding. So I wouldn't smear the ink. I had a hair dryer next to my desk to dry the ink. And I know what you're thinking. Why do you need a hair dryer? Like I said, I needed to dry ink, okay? And you know what? I like to dry this. I do a little conditioner here and stuff. I take care of the little bit that I have. The Flash is pretty happy with himself. He must have found something because we're kicking in. And he's like, yo, guys, guess what? Red Tornado's like, how about you just tell us? Tornado's like, you know what? I'm going to handle this. Typing things out, doing his thing. I like the way the cape came out back here. Now that I really, this is what kills me about that brush pen. I really like the brush pen. Oh, LOL, Flash is a club DJ. What I said it would be. I love this brush pen, but like I said, I just can't. I can't use it because I just don't have the time to deal with having to jack a hairdryer up to dry ink and stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, they pull up on screen. We've got Flash, Red Tornado, Green Arrow looking on their monitor. Uh-oh, it looks like Adam Strange in the Zeta Beam. Oh, damn, John's throwing it down, and he's right. I was the first person to shave Andy Smith's head, and he's talking about this one, you sick freaks. And he's right. His girlfriend at the time did it. But they were so giddy when they talked me into going full commando, we'll say, with my with my head shaving. This goes all the way back to like 1997 or so. I was married at the time, just moved back to Florida with my wife. Talked her into moving to Florida from Syracuse. John was still living in his same house in Castleberry type area. And you got hair on the other one. I may need to see a doctor. And I said, you guys can shave it. And his girlfriend at the time lathered it up nicely and then did the shave job. And I've grown it back a few times since then. But this is it, baby. Sometimes in No Shave November, I will not shave anything. So I'll even shave this off on October 31st. And then for the whole month of November, I just let it all go. And it doesn't get much longer than this. So anyhow, Adam Strange got back down to an alleyway. The cops are like, what is going on with you? Big thing in the foreground sticking in here. This cop's got a little bit of a gut going on. I like it though. Adam's like, hey guys, what's the hap? Yo. I like the lighting I kind of did here. It's fun going back on this stuff, seeing it. Green Lantern pops in, says something kind of witty, because Green Lantern's witty, to his buddy Green Arrow. Flash is like, I thought we were bros. All right, let's go do this. We see multiple Earths. Are they colliding? I don't remember, because I don't remember the story that well. And then we get a nice dramatic upshot. For some reason, just a hero shot. Once again, I don't know why. I can't remember, but I got to draw some cool tech stuff in the background. Turn the page. Cary Bates likes to do the outside shot. Oh, John Beatty says he's got to bounce. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, John, I'll talk to you. Send me the picture. Send me the picture. I'm just going to pull one from the internet. So anyhow, we've got them chatting. They're going to go to Earth, I believe. So they get inside. This is actually referenced, I believe, from something in the 70s, this box, this transportation device. So they're all like, all right, let's get in it. Green Lantern's like, well, I guess I'm not going. We got our Martian dude here, like, all right, let's get it on. Nice foreground stuff right here. Zap, they're out of there. Green Lantern's like, we say, Hawkman, want to take a trip, do it on our own. Past Master Dan knows it. He knows what's up. Love the Captain America stuff. Dude, that stuff is so sweet. I've got the Mike Zeck Artist Edition. Oh my God, that book is so good. If you are a fan of Mike Zeck, you need that book. What type of pen were you using, if not a brush? I was using a brush pen. And because you asked, I will show you. I will pull it up on Jet Pens. I don't know if you guys have heard of Jet Pens, but it is a fantastic site to buy stuff from. So here it is. So let's take an interlude as we go to Jet Pens. And I believe it's a Pilot. Oops, don't know how to spell. Brush pen. Let's see. That's not it. Wait. Pocket brush, soft. Oh, is this a new one I don't have? I want to find the exact one, though. So let's see here. Pilot, brand, Pilot price, $1 to $10. Of course, there's 2,000 or so of them. That is not it. This might be it. Let me slam a damn a ding dong. Get it bigger. Where's the tip? Oh, I think I found it. This is what I was using at the time to ink this job with. So there you go. You ask, you shall receive. My God, I service my fans. Probably not the way I should have worded that. I help out my fans. Mow the lawn? All right, man, have fun. I did that a couple days ago. Hope you're using a riding mower. So this is the brush pen I was using at the time. Like I said, it's so juicy. It flows really nice, but man, the ink it just takes a little while for the ink to dry, and I can't deal with that. This man likes the ink quick. Move it around. But I love the line work I could get from it. So, oh well, do what you gotta do. So Hawkman and Green Lantern are scheming. They're like, you know what? We don't need those boneheads. We'll go fly out there ourselves. So yeah, they do. Bucking the system. Now I said I don't sell my art. I use microns every now and then as well, but I got to be honest, a lot of the rendering I do, I'll show you another pen. A lot of the rendering I do is with, let's see if they have it. I'm sure they do. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. This is not Vanishing Point fountain pen. What? Oh, that's Pilot. I said Sharpie. What the hell is it showing me that for? Stupid thing. Oh, that's because I'm up here. $1 to $10. Oh, there's 666 of them. Sign of the beast, yo. There's a specific Sharpie fine point pen, and it's non-bleed. And that, my friends, is here it is, except not pink. I bought black, but I would assume, well, this is the pen, but it's obviously I use black ink, but is non-bleed. And that is the key. You have to get the non-bleed one, but it's a nice fine point. I do lots of rendering with that. It gives a different look to it that I really like on my work. Anyhow, back to this. Green Lantern and Hawkman are like, screw that. If we want to go search, we'll search. Even all the mountain stuff back here was done with that brush pen. All this stuff was done with that brush pen. These trees. I was saying before, I don't sell my work. However, a guy made an offer on this page. He collects Justice League work. He's a friend of mine in town. He has pages of Justice League from the early issues before issue 100 of the original Justice League. I mean, this dude's got a great collection. So I thought, you know what? It's going to a good home. So I sold him this page because he loves Green Lantern, loves the Justice League. So I sold him this page. Hawkman's looking at his little communicator device. And then, whoa, Kanjaro comes flying up. Like, what's up, punks? All this rendering back here, really fun. Green Lantern's like, I'll tell you what's up. Let me get my salad tongs. Because back in the 70s, he was like, I'm going to use salad tongs as a weapon. I have a few Sharpie fine liners, but not bleed proof. Yeah, you got to get the bleed proof ones. Here, hold on. Hold on. Because I care. Oh, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I actually enjoy inking other artists as well. I'm a picky little guy, and I like to pick and choose who I can ink. I will show you, hold on here, Sharpie fine point, just so you get the right one. I'm going to help you guys out. It's not that one. It's not that one. Right here, 4-pack, $8. That's a hell of a price. This is the pen, black ink, black ink Inqua Noir, 0.4 millimeter. I never knew the size, so it's 0.4. Now I know. So it's a 0.4 millimeter pen. Look at that. So nice. I like these pens. I use them for inking. So there you have it. That's the pen that I use. I don't think they come in a smaller size, but I don't mind 0.4. 0.4 is good, but now I'm just curious. So let's see. Hopefully you won't see anything in my shopping cart that you're not supposed to see. That would be awkward. This is a 12 count. These are $1 a piece. Ultra fine point. Ooh, that's tiny. Is it bleed proof though? Ultra fine point, intensely brilliant, yeah, whatever, resilient, dries quick, resist fading and water. Yes, it is bleed proof. This is ultra fine point, so I don't know if that's smaller than a 0.4. I guess you just have to buy them and check. But there you have it. Great price point. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, and a point four. Let me tell you, a point four is very versatile when it comes to ruling straight lines. If you practice enough, you can rule it, and if you need to get a little heavier, you just bounce the ruler some, kick the nib out, rule it again real quick, get a nice thicker line weight. Anyhow, back to the story. Take this with my salad tongs. Kendra Rose like, I ain't taking nothing with your salad tongs. Punk, jump your ass on out of here. Adam Strange be like, yeah, well, you know what? I'll punch your ass from the back. Well, I mean, what? Seriously, it's a bad guy. You can hit him in the back of the head. Conjurer's like, no, you don't. Kapow! Boom! Light burst. Look at that. It's so bright. Got to wear shades. Man, are you serious? Past Master Dan says he has to cut the grass. Now somebody here is cutting their grass next door. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but what are the chances? One of my favorite things, the rendering I did on these mountains. I really enjoy how this rendering came out. Man, it gets blasted back. Kanjaro be like, heh. He's got that penguin nose. Anyhow, we zap one down here. Kanjar's like, I'm out. And then a little hilarity ensues. Oh, thank you so much, Pop Culture. I appreciate it. Hilarity ensues. You know what I should do? I should do this. That's what I should do. Just so everybody remembers, if they haven't already. Books shipping out daily. They get plowed into a mountain, so they're stuck. I love the comedy of them being stuck with obviously their body shape into the mountain. Hawkman's like, yeah, this is just so funny. Ha 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 ha. Green Lantern. I should have stayed on the satellite, you dick. And we get back to the time stream. They're going through. The reason, like I said, I didn't draw the real people stuff. I think it was Ron Randall. I think it was Ron Randall that did the normal people stuff. So you'd have to read the book to see what they were doing on Earth. Back to the satellite, beaming into the box, the cube. Walking out, whatever. We already saw figures here, so we can just draw them walking out like this. They're walking out. I kind of like this effect here. I did it in phasing in, like Star Trek stuff. We've got what's his face here. Oh, that's what they went to do. This is Adam Strange. So in the story, he gets zapped back to Earth, like you saw. The cops pick him up, make him change his clothes for some odd reason. So he's wearing a number 12 jersey. I don't know why. Red Tornado's like, have no fear. I got an extra costume here. Adam Strange is looking at his iWatch. No, he's not. He doesn't have an Apple Watch. He's not that cool. It's not square. Reading the time for some reason. And like I said, Red Tornado's like, dude, I got you an extra costume right here. Put this costume on. I even have your gun in your backpack. Backpack, backpack, where you gonna go? Backpack, backpack, I don't really know. Dora the Explorer. Fashion cops. Yeah, it is. Did you say fascist cops or fashion cops? Cut to, this is part of a Mayan temple, if I remember correctly. So this is a real place. I can't remember where. Well, I mean, it's part of a Mayan temple. I know where the Mayan temples are. Duh. I did graduate high school, a long time ago. So they zap into the top of a Mayan temple. So you got the backgrounds and stuff going on. Hawkman's like, whoa, 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 what is happening to me? Zatanna here's like, what's going on? Adam Strange is like, he's flying, but not with his wings, and there's this energy around him. And then we see, we pull the camera back to see Hawkman getting pulled up the side of the mountain. A little shadow there, and then, Ganjaro is beaming in. So I thought for this one, I'd do a little fade. 25 years ago, I would have had to cut Zipatone, probably slice my finger because me and X-Acto knives, not a good combination. So I did a little fade out here. If I were to do this again, I might have done the fade up here and faded it to almost white. But hey, you know what? Looking back on things, it's fun. You know, he's stepping forward with that leg. So there's a little subtle twist. Stepping forward, this leg's going back some. I dig the lighting I did. You know, fun stuff. Kanjaro, he's a skinny dude, but, you know, upshots are for intimidation. So that's why I did the upshot. The Hawkman is still here, trapped. The Flash is like, punk, I'm coming for you. And when I think 70s awesome comics, I think Neal Adams. So I was trying to do a little Neal Adams-esque perspective here with the Flash. Get that foot to where you can almost feel like you're being hit by the rubble as he runs up the side of the mountain. And then he gets zapped. What the hell? Who's zapping him? He's way up. If he falls from that height, will he survive? I don't know. Oh, no. Adam Strange is like, I'm not doing this. I'm seriously not doing this. Kanjaro made me pull my gun. Oh, no. Wonder Woman's like, I got you, Flash. Another nice shot of her. Booty in the house. Who did that? Who is jacking my screen? That is ridiculous. North 3, any hiking plans? That's right. Makes you want to go on a nice hike. But so anyhow, she's got her magic lasso wrapped around the Flash, saving his butt. Foliage on the side of the mountain. Shadow of him. I like the inking here as I got heavier here to wrap it around to show that the mountain or whatever is kind of curving around. North 3, you got it. He says, upshots are scary. Seeing Giant Man's taint would be terrifying. What about this one? Is that terrifying? This was fun. You know, of course, showing her a nice little twist. Get some side boob. Uh-oh. Some arrows are flying in from off panel. Who do we know in the Justice League that shoots arrows? No, Hyper Kaiju. No, crapping out. All right, man. Have a good weekend, Hyper Kaiju, and check the replay. Stars, stars everywhere. They're stars. Oh, my stars and garters. Who could be shooting the arrows? Who? It's Green Arrow is his name. Doing a cool shot, getting in your face with the arrows is your game. Green Arrow. Man, on a serious note, I gotta say I'm really liking the ink lines on this stuff, and I might have to give that pen, that brush pen, another go around and see if I can figure out another way to make it dry better. Because I do like some of the ink lines on this stuff I got going on. Anyhow, so he's bopping in. Boo, I'll shoot another one at you. Kanjaro-Ro's like, I don't think so. I'll just have him zap right back around to you. Zap, zap. What? And then, uh-oh, who do we know that does tornado stuff? Red Tornado. The Tornado Man is coming in. He's like, yeah, you might be able to do that, but can you deal with my tornado powers? And he's coming in from back here, up to here. Yo. Got his cape flying out, getting different levels of depth here with the panels and stuff. And Kanjaro-Ro's like, dude, jump off with your tornado crap. I'll create a tornado that'll suck you into it. Was that the sound of Monica Lewinsky? That's an old-ass reference. Show me in the chat if you got that reference. So he's getting sucked in. Not off, in. Lighting, fun stuff. And then we cut to the background as he's getting sucked in, and Conjurer's like, you know what I think it's time for? It's time for me to become the all-powerful. So you got some cool lighting coming down on him, like the sun beaming down, hard shadows, that arm in your face, the hand and stuff, his fingers all getting crunchified, gnarly, doing different things. Conjurer's like, Yes, I can feel the power. I can fly. Go Gauntlet. He still has the, you have the dress, you eBay shopping son of a gun. But hell no, to the rescue is Adam Strange. Off panel, you hear, hey, punk, you feeling lucky? Yeah, I pulled that from yesterday. So Adam Strange is like, do ya? So he's coming in, fist in your face, yo. Pow, fist cocked back. You read left to right so you can feel that fist punching him in the face. Oh, check that out. Going to New Hampshire tomorrow for national. I'm going to damn it. I'm blanking on the show I'm going to tomorrow. And I'm not going as a guest. I'm going with Dennis from the Dennis and Andy show. 4 o'clock today. We're going to Spartanburg, South Carolina for a one-day con to walk around. Anyhow, he punches Kanjuro. Kanjuro's like, oh, get a little depth here with the figures. Always fun. This was fun. So check this trickiness out. Tricky, 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 yo! The vortex tornado back here is dissipating, and he's coming out of it like, whoa. And he's also looking at Zatanna and Green Lantern at the same time. So I actually designed this panel here so you could read it as one panel here, looking over at her and them. But then what? They're landing down here. So I got 2 figures that work in this panel and this panel. So we see Red Tornado broken free of the tornado that's evaporating. He's coming down, landing to the group. Flash is running in. Wonder Woman's like, yeah, look at me posing over top of you, lame-o. Green Lantern, Strange, Hawkman, all joining the group. I don't know why he's carrying Green or Zatanna, but he is. I worked up the cleavagers on the boobages. Green Lantern's like coming down. That's it. We see what he was doing off in space. This Zeta beam was going to come down to Kanjuro, and Green Lantern created this mirror to deflect it. Bang, pow, off. I got to draw the invisible jet, guys. The invisible jet. How can you see it? It's invisible. But I got to draw it. They're all just standing around chatting. She's like, well, here's my ride, Boaz. Who wants to come back to my invisible bedroom? Green Lantern's like, whoa, are you being serious? Because I know Carol Fowler's. No, that's a camera. And she's saying, guys, let's take a selfie. Let's take a selfie. And I believe this is the last page I drew. It is. You're like, what about the selfie? What about the selfie? I come prepared, yo. You're like, what about the selfie? What do I got in my hand? The printed book. It's the real thing, so I can show you the last page. First the boobages, now the cleavagers. Classy. I stay classy. It ends. Oh, the great thing about this book, also these retro books, is they reprint a classic story from the 70s as well. So this one reprinted a book that was brought to you by Cary Bates, Dick Dillon, Frank McLaughlin, and Elliot S. Magan. So here you can see, poke my head around, my page with Green Lantern and them, and then you flash over and Julie Shorts walks in and he gets a signed photo. So that was drawn by the other artist. Oh, and since I have the book, let's see who the other artist is, since I couldn't remember. The other artist on the book is, oh, Gordon Purcell. So I apologize. The other artist on the book is Gordon Purcell. So there you go. In color, I still dig that panel right there. That Green Lantern. It's funny, if my friend would have asked to buy that page, I probably would have had to have said, can't do it. Sorry. I just love this Green Lantern shot so much. being one of my fave characters. So can't do it. Ain't gonna do it. Can't do it. Gotta obfuscate. Gotta. You know what they say? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Wait a second. Did I say that right? Am I doing an impression that sucks? I might be, but I don't care because that's not my job. Yeah, man. That's what I'm rocking right here. Down both sides, Pop. I don't know if you were here to see that or not. Green Lantern's my favorite too. You know it. Hal Jordan rules. I don't have scans of the first Green Lantern job I did, but I could go through it. Do you have any of your art framed in your house, Andy Smith? Your favorite piece? Okay, so my office here is actually above our garage. So I used to have framed stuff in the house, but the office is now part of my garage. By the way, I just want to show real quick some art from this story. This is the reprint issue in the back of the book by Dick Dillon and Frank McLaughlin. Love this stuff. So do I have art in my house? I have art framed in my office. You guys can't see it because of, dude, you got it. SNL, George Bush, you got it. I was trying to do a little George Bush. Okay, that was awful. My name is Barack Obama, and you should always listen to me. That was awful. Ignore that. I wish I could go back. That would be cool going through the Green Lantern Annual. Like I said, I don't have scans of it, so I would actually have to pull the book up online and go page by page that way through it. So you'd see, pencil inks, colors, whole ball of wax. Anyhow, I don't even have that book on my spin rack. What do I have of mine framed? I have I have the Green Lantern. Actually, I do. I have a Green Lantern cover. Issue 62 cover I did framed. I have a splash page from the issue of Aquaman I did framed. I have the First Man Savage Dragon pinup that was in the back of the First Man promo book framed. I've got Exo Man of War Iron Man cover I did for Fan Magazine framed when I did the Exo Man of War Iron Man crossover. So that's framed. I've got X-Men Unlimited 22, I believe, with Strong Guy on the cover, framed. And I have a page from Mars Attacks the Image Universe, inked by Bill Sienkiewicz with a nice shot of Spawn, framed, hanging up. And I have, last but not least, another Exo cover where it's Exo fighting this electric type guy whose name I don't remember, framed. I got all that stuff. Well, each piece was framed at a different time, but it was all professionally framed. So I can't swap stuff out, or I would in the frame. But everything was made for the size of the piece. So I don't have anything current I've done framed at all. I've got a big poster framed. I had some things of mine framed. In fact, we'll play the game of what else can I show you guys? Oh, I also have, before I show you that, I also have Val. Welcome to the chat. I also have art that I collect framed. So, I have a page from Professor X and the X-Men that I did framed as well. But I also have a Doug Mahnke Green Lantern page with the Flash on it framed. I have a recreation by John Buscema framed of Tiger Shark and some Maiden. I love Tiger Shark. I have a recreation Joe Rubinstein did for me framed of Green Lantern Neil Adams art. I've got an Alan Davis page framed from Excalibur. Joe Kubert page framed. I've got a bunch of framed stuff. But I also have posters of mine, or I had a couple things of mine made into posters that I got framed. I got the First Man #1 cover from 1997, poster size framed. I don't have a scan of that. Well, I do, but I mean, you guys have seen that. But I don't know if you've seen this one Justice League piece. I did this Justice League piece like 10 years ago for myself. And I just really, I like the angle. It's a dramatic upshot. You're like, stop with the talk. Let's get a little more show. Oh, here's a fun piece I did. I don't know if you guys saw. Actually, you know what? I'll show it to you, but I'll wait a second because I do want to show the other piece first. So let me get to it. That's not it. Here it is. Here it is. So when I worked at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, as a teacher, they had a huge printer there. And when I say huge, I mean like 2436 I could print. So I got this in my office, 24 by 36, framed, you know, thought it was cool. Professional framing is expensive unless you know somebody that did it for a living. So she charged me, but not nearly as much as what it would cost. So anyhow, so I got this framed in my office. You know, it's from 2012. I colored this. I know people asked, have I colored my work? I have colored this. I have issues with this piece, issues with the coloring, issues with some of the drawing, but overall I still dig it. So there you go. The other piece I was going to show you guys is this one, because the trailer dropped yesterday for the Netflix cartoon He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This is from another reboot. That's why the sword looks different and the belt and all this. But this was a variant cover I did. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I guess you're talking about the Justice League piece. So yeah, this is from this was inked. I did this back in 2002. Hard to believe it was 19 years ago. Jay Liston, who you might know, inked it. And then Bam Bam is his nickname, but his real name, the colorist, is oh God, Jason. Crap, I'm blanking on his real name now. I'm so sorry, Jason, but his first name is Jason. He's a colorist over at Marvel. He worked at CrossGen as well. Anyhow, this was fun. I'm a huge He-Man fan. I would give my left nut, just kidding, to draw He-Man, but I would love to draw He-Man in a book. I don't know. North Free, I don't think Alex Ross started it, to be honest with you. I was inspired by, if you remember the early Kiss comics, not early, but in the 90s, Angel Medina drew Kiss for Todd McFarlane, and he did a lot of extreme upshots like that. I actually, you really want to know the story, that piece, the He-Man and Teela is wicked sweet. Thank you so much. That piece, the Justice League piece, was actually from a layout I did for a pinup of the first for CrossGen. But since barely anybody saw the first and barely anybody saw that pinup I did, I said, you know what? I'm going to trace it off, replace some characters, and turn it into a Justice League piece. So that's what I did. So that's how that came about. Well, that's how I roll. That's about it for today, guys. I've rolled on for an hour and change, running my big mouth, flapping my gums as usual. Angel Medina also drew Spawn, good artist. Also, that was great. Thank you, North Free. Yes. Oh, I have his Spawn work too. I love Angel Medina's work because it's so, he pushes the boundaries of things, and his push and pull with the perspective and the way his storytelling is. I just love it so much. It is incredible. For you guys that just joined, I'm getting a note here on my messenger from Christine. She's actually out on a coffee run, and she takes forever. And she's like, did you show my modeling video? Yes, Christine, I showed your dumb modeling video, but she knows there are more people watching now. So Christine would like me to show her modeling video again If you don't know, Christine has made an appearance introducing this show a few times this week. She's my lovely secretary. So here is Christine's modeling video from when she was a model. Now she's not. She's lost a bit of a step, but here she is. There she is. If I ordered your hardcover, would you and Christine sign it? If you want, I would sign it. No problem. Yes, I'd have her sign it. Sure, why not? What do I care? That would be fine with me. All right. LOL, PCA. That's true. Pop culture, man. He drops it like it's hot. All right, guys. Like I said, in the house, if you missed it earlier, I'm always pimping, yo. First Man, 64-page cosmic fun superhero graphic novel, the program book with guest artist renditions of First Man. I'm getting tongue-tied, and behind-the-scenes sketches and such. And if you didn't see it earlier, Black Book, the art of Andy Smith, 112 pages, spotlighting work from my career. I'll show you another treat that we started the book off with. Actually, we didn't. It's in the comic book section of the book. But I like to dive deep into the archives. That Animal Man was a drawing I did at the Kubert School in my senior year as an assignment. It's an Animal Man cover, a fake cover I did for Animal Man. It was an assignment for Joe Kubert. So that's that. Oh, and next to it is a page from the issue of Aquaman I did with inks by fantastic Norm Ratman. 112 pages, $20 plus shipping. It's solid. Ow, why would I do that? All right, guys, everybody have a good weekend. I will be back on Monday going over some more fun stuff from my career. And until then, guys, remember to keep it fresh, keep it cool, and
Make me smile. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, child. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy out. I'm bringing sexy back.